Hey,
How are you doing, Mike?
I'm good. I'm good. How about
Good.
yourself?
I am also doing pretty well today. We're coming up on the end of the semester soon, and then I'll have a break from work for a bit.
Well, that'd be nice.
I don't know if I'll be working in the summer, but we'll see.
I
So,
may have a holiday next week. Because
oh,
we get a bank holiday in the UK, so I'm gonna have some extra days off around that.
guys, like getting on so many holidays. I guess he actually took vacation time last time, but
Yeah. You try and put your holidays around the bank holidays so you get the most out of them.
yeah. I don't think we have the holiday until like July 4th, until our Independence Day. So
Yeah, see, we don't get any of those, for obvious
you
reasons.
don't you don't have an Independence Day from anybody, Mike.
Yeah, we didn't claim independence from ourselves. Although
Well,
sometimes
I
we
guess
wish
kind of
we could
you.
do that.
I guess you might have Brexit Day. You
Yeah, that might be a thing.
like, well, George has been holding this button here for like 2 weeks, just making sure the elevator door doesn't close.
A true gentleman.
Um, and otherwise, it looks like I can just look at crates. Otherwise, I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I assume I need to put something on here so it doesn't close, unless I can just go walk around the room. He seems very concerned with not letting the elevator close, though.
Yeah, it's the label you got to put on there.
Like this thing?
The
Yeah.
label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place.
He's just not trying hard
What?
enough.
I don't think so.
Just smear it with lipstick.
I don't think so.
I swear that the label used to be the solution to this.
It
Have
was
they changed
Ubier's
this?
bank statement.
It's not the big statement either.
It was the letter to Nick. Sickening.
Oh, try putting the worm on the label.
What? Oh.
That was no good.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't a good idea.
The worm may have been slimy, but it wasn't sticky.
Well, good enough. As long as it's moist, it'll kind of stay.
George at least understood what I was going for.
It was
Yeah.
the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse.
Got dog biscuits. That's in a box. It can
No.
sit there. Put
I
the underwear.
don't-
Nope.
Honestly, I think they've changed this answer. He used to be the label.
Can I just put this
No.
cap?
I had to think of
Okay, can I do something? Okay, maybe he doesn't have to hold it. Oh, he's just moving the. Okay.
there. That would keep the doors from closing.
Okay, I overthought that. What's this crate? Got an animal in it? Okay.
I was wrestling with the small crate when I noticed the label on its side. Danger. Live contents do not
Yep.
drop.
Uh-huh. What's placed awfully precariously?
No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy.
I don't even know why I need
The
to mess
statue
with
looked
crates.
way too heavy for me to move.
There's a winch there, you see, like next to the
Oh.
statue.
Yeah. But like,
There wasn't
George,
much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
what is your motivation here? Are we trying to open this door? Like, didn't even see the door before starting to mess with things.
A sturdy beam was jammed across the doors.
I used to get seriously stuck on this part.
These
and-
doors were not going to
because it doesn't
open.
explain very much.
Yeah, you just like open it and immediately like, oh, there's some crates. I need to mess with them.
But there is like a little
There was no way to open that window.
thing to move or raise the boxes over there. It's like next to the statue. It's the handle sticking out.
I thought that was to pull things.
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
Maybe not.
So I need to like maybe pick up the statue with the pulley and then move the handle for some reason.
The statue looked
Yep.
way too...
Okay. So I think we're gonna try to open
There
this
wasn't much I
door
could do with a pulley.
by throwing a statue at the door. That's my guess. Even though it looks like it's barred from the inside, like we could just open the door.
Also, do you
These
see that
doors
sort
were
of
not
like wood
going to
panel
open.
there that's like on the other wall? Can you just see if there's anything there?
This?
No, there isn't.
There's a window.
I'm having false memories about this part of the game.
Like, I think this is the place Nico was taken to at some point, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then we just saw that shipping label and we're like, let's go there. Let's see what we can do with these. Can we break this crate with the elevator doors?
Nothing happened. That was probably because the elevator was already on this floor.
Well, there are 2 buttons. Press the other. Oh. That one turned on a light. Oh, and there's a scratch mark.
See, I knew there was something there.
We just couldn't see it in the dark.
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall.
Well, good guess.
My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall.
I could really use
Then I
the
found
sewer
a
key
small
to
round
open this
stud,
door.
which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
Aha.
Nico!
There she is! With this little statue! Yeah, I've unlocked bonus comic artwork. A fetish. I have unlocked a fetish. A new fetish. Binding. By the way, I'm gonna pick up this statue before.
It was a
Statue
small
first.
statue of a kneeling figure in an ornate headdress. The head was hideous, with huge staring eyes set in a decomposing face.
Hey, somebody's marketing Labino dolls.
I don't think she's in the mood for this, George.
Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow!
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
About time. You could at least have helped me before grabbing everything you could find.
Not so loud. They'll hear you.
Get these ropes off me right now.
You know, the mood you're in, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Where's Pablo, the
Ooh.
big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
Very good emotional intelligence there, George. You've been kidnapped. Are you okay?
There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, George. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been
Yeah,
in
she
Marseille.
does sound so much different
But
from
never
Broken
mind
Sword
about
1.
me. How about you tell me
Yeah, it's like
exactly what's
sounds
going
different,
on,
looks
starting with
different.
that Mayan stone.
This sprite
I
work right
picked it
here
up
is
from one
not
of
great.
Kozak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Moo. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called
Wait, I wasn't
Professor
paying attention.
Oublier,
She
who
ordered some
invited me to
dope?
his mansion. At
Yeah, and
least,
she
I
got
thought
stone
it was
instead.
Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe
And they were like,
it has some
I thought you said you
significance to
wanted
the local
stone.
people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait.
Maybe don't split up the party. Anything else to pick up? No, let's follow.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
I hear a boat going, hark, hark. So maybe outside.
These doors were not going to open.
Oh,
The
really?
statue
That
looked
sounds like
way
a
too heavy
challenge.
for me.
I mean, it's like, it's barred on the inside. What else do you need? Oh, we can talk to her about everything. Well, what was this, like the wife of some dude? Like an actor lady? I don't remember.
Okay, tell me what you know about
Professor
Condor.
Ubier's wife.
Condor Trans
Oh.
Global exports
she's dead.
Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
No, she got a statue instead. Oh wait, it wasn't. It wasn't
Have
a
you
smuggling
any
operation.
idea
It was
who
actually a
this little
statue of
statue was
Porpoise.
supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs. Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes. But he frightened
Could you
me.
pause the
I got the impression
music?
that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes. They're like a wild animal's. Like a tiger. That's what scared
What are
me
you
most
looking for,
about
right?
him. He looked so
Is
unpredictable
it over
and
there?
dangerous.
Maybe? Or it's, I think it's outside in the living room.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
Almost
No,
had some
I didn't know he was
Indian
married.
music playing in
What
the
happened to
background.
her?
It's gonna get
She
copyright
died.
flagged.
In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? Andre said he was something of a celebrity.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
No.
Yeah, we remember. You don't remember
Of
him?
course I
Yeah.
do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding.
He's
Who knew
he's
more
like the
than was
lovable
good
but
for
terrible
him?
police
Does he
officer.
know about our involvement with the case?
If
I mean,
he
I thought all the
does,
police
he's not
officers
telling.
were terrible.
Still, he got a sudden
Yeah.
promotion.
Okay.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Pablo's not an
Kitty what?
Indian name.
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Again, with the, old terminology.
Do you
Yeah.
recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir.
George.
Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poisoned dart?
Of course I'm sore.
Fine.
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough.
Okay. Well, so maybe she can help me move this box of, snakes or something.
There wasn't enough. I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents.
I think I might know what you have to do here, because maybe you can move the box away from the elevator now because
Oh, yeah, because we can't go back down that way.
No chance.
yeah,
Move the box of the live things onto the other box.
yeah.
See, I'm
I
just not
couldn't
smart
move the
enough for
crate until I
these.
blocked the light beam with something else.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We need to.
something else.
We have a
It was
bracelet.
the rope the Indian had used to tie me. Boy, what a souvenir.
Oh god. Oh, but we have the duct tape now,
Oh yeah.
and this thing needs a rope, so we'll put a rope on that
Hopefully,
thing.
the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the
I think
Indian
it's
from
mostly
being
about
able to call
winching
the
it up so
elevator.
that they can push it.
Yeah. Let's move this box. What if it's a box of live kittens? Okay.
This is where we find out that the villain all along was a Tiger King.
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
What would I do with this box? Move it?
Yep. And then you move the handle. Winch it up.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics,
What on earth are you doing?
trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress. It would be much easier to attach the rope.
Okay, she just has to move her butt. Get out of here.
George's such a stickler for getting things in the right order, isn't he?
He's a perfectionist adventure game character. Now do I click on the rope?
I would have expected ancient Mesoamerican artifacts to have a loop to put rope through. I mean, like...
The statue looked way...
Okay, I think I need to unwinch this now, so it's free hanging. That seems like a...
Yep.
There, now it's dead.
I didn't want to...
Okay, push the statue?
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
Nico!
I need your help with this silly plan to open a door.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you
It's
say
almost
so.
like Nico just wants to stay here and wallow in like being captured here. Why are we gonna use
Push.
the pulley? It's like
We should have an adventure game where you're the sidekick and someone else does all the puzzles. And you just offer the
Great
emotional
teamwork.
support.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Yours is all just like the dialogue puzzles and then they do the solving.
yeah. They just come over every so often and are like, "Am I getting this right?"
Maybe if you put the rope on the statue first. Okay, we have a cable.
I thought about hanging from the cable with my bare hands, but it was too far to the other end of the cable to escape that way.
What?
Where's the things?
Do I need to bring the winch out again, or... I don't have my inventory over here, right? Like...
Try just...
Bring this out. I don't know.
This might be like where you got to have a conversation with Nico about sliding down a cable, I think.
Hey Nico, I need emotional support. I can't figure out how to get out of this house.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Okay,
Are you
maybe
saying
not.
that out loud? You're just standing looking at her. What?
Just imagine every time George does a soliloquy, everyone just hears what he says.
Yeah. That's so weird. I guess it doesn't want to mislead me into thinking this is an inventory puzzle.
The
I see.
cable was
I can
too-
see the bag
A
faintly.
cable stretched way out.
Oh, frick.
really-
It is there, but I like tried to hover over here and I feel like it didn't show up. Grab it with the underwear.
Nope.
That was actually my first guess.
Grab it with the worm. I don't know. With
Like,
the
there's nothing else
handcuffs.
you can-
There we
Nico,
go.
Ah,
I
of
have
course.
a great idea.
Is this cable gonna support both our weight?
Nope.
You know you could have slowly climbed down the building, right? It's not that high up.
Where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, Andre. Give the stone to George.
well, of course. If you say so, Nicole.
Is he a different voice too?
Thank you so
think so.
much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been
They only
kidnapped,
paid
my
George
dear.
enough to
I'm
stick
glad
around.
to see he was mistaken.
I think
But it
that's the
was
case,
true.
yeah.
If it hadn't been for George...
As an adult, I can
wouldn't
see how
be
like
here now.
unbelievably
That's
passive
not
aggressive
finished
everybody's
yet.
been to each other in
Orzak's
this.
thugs
Like,
will be back
it-
for that
I,
stone you
I don't know how this
The
got went
best
over my head
lead
as a
that we
child
have
playing
is
this.
Quaramonte
Everyone
City.
just hates each
Quaramonte.
other.
Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
Ah, now we're going to Central America.
Quaramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Trans Global seemed a good place to start.
It's a rule when you go to South America. If you're a guy, you've got to dress as a stereotypical American tourist, and if
Yeah.
you're a lady, you've got to dress as like Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs.
That's you go to
Let's
your
ask
Paris
someone how to get to
fashion
Quaramonte City.
shop,
Okay.
boutique.
Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
We're just trying to blend in.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a goat. We got the mine company. I remember this part more than... I mean, I remember seeing this part. I don't remember the puzzles of this part, but... Got people hanging out. There's some stuff over here. We can listen to some nice music. So let's talk to this band. Nico's checking out that goat. Oh shit, it's this lady.
Yep.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's
Pearl,
with
I
the long
think.
faces?
She's called Pearl.
Pipe player has been arrested and
She's
thrown
dressed
in
like
jail.
George is dressed like Dwayne. So.
He never broke the law in his life.
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion.
Hello,
at
strangers.
Teoculcan.
Tell me about
30 miners were buried alive.
a mass
Got some
death.
of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin. And they left.
This is
half
George
of him
Stobart. He
behind.
just mingles with the locals and learns.
Tell me about
Yeah.
your societal traumas. You know,
Take a look
Condor.
at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying. a
Also,
flag just
even though
like that.
there aren't very good
Where did you
job
see this
prospects,
shit?
they must
3
have
months
amazing
ago.
English
It was
lessons
here.
and
Yeah.
The
in what?
docks.
What was the ship with the Condor
That could be another
flag
adventure
carrying?
game. Playing the
I don't know,
interpreter.
senor. We
but
were
then, like-
near the docks.
That's
Like
right.
manipulating the
Usually
the
we
like
meet the
main
ships when
adventure
they
guy
tie up.
We
into
played
solving
to the
puzzles by
tourists.
just
Well,
mistranslating
When the
things.
Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
No. Dude,
The
tell me.
mascot of that local restaurant.
Tezcatlipoca, god of death and blood.
Okay, well,
Would you like a worm?
I don't know if we need to talk to them a whole lot. This guy's selling some fish. It's a fishmonger.
Do you have crabs?
No, only fish.
That is rude.
Nice fish.
Thanks.
If by some remote chance I ever need a fish, I'll be back.
This guy has a portrait and everything, so, you know, maybe we will need fish.
Is this
Do you
foreshadowing?
recognize
Maybe.
this
Yeah.
statue?
Si, senor. It is very, very bad luck. That is Tezcatlipoca, the night hunter.
I know, but I don't believe in luck, good or bad.
You may not now, but you will.
The guy looked
I
scared
kind
out
of
his
thought
wits.
George would believe in bad luck and good luck, given how much good luck he seems to have on hunches.
Yeah. Here, let's talk to Pearl.
George Stobart, well, of all the...
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd
don't
met
know what
Pearl
that
and Dwayne
means.
on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
Well, how you doing?
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
Haven't you heard of selfies? Oh,
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know
You
it.
remember the
It's what they
90s, you
call
know, the
snoozing.
disposable cameras where you
Don't
couldn't
Yeah.
need a
see
sleeper?
No.
what you're
that's
taking
it.
for like a month
He
because you
used
had
to
to
think he
put the
worked for
process.
them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize
Wait a
is
week
now
and
he
then you
really
end up having a
does
thumb
look
over the
good.
lens.
Yeah.
At least that's the way I understood
The
it.
lens was smudged and everything's blurry.
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywhere's the market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the great design, George.
The funny thing is, like, I don't know if it's like how your like parents and stuff, but yeah, like they just love to go to the markets and all that when you go on holiday. It's always just like such a parent thing to do.
Man, I don't know. My parents like do not like traveling. They just want to stay at home all the time.
What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Hoo-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan. A little less body hair maybe, but it's him all right.
All right. Well,
Catch you later, Pearl.
if I have any hunches on other puzzles, we'll come back later.
Hey, Nico.
Going to the Polizia.
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor.
Do you think that these police officers are going to be competent
With the
and
mine
not
closed
crook?
down, there'll be no one around
Of
to
course
observe
not.
your excavation.
That's an oxymoron. Competent police officer.
Ah, I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
That guy's teeth, man. He paid a lot for his orthodontist appointments.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
to keep
even
you waiting,
the old
Senor.
Sprite, he's got like
Welcome to Quaramonte.
Yeah.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart
That's
from
like
California.
4 pixels
But
tall
what is
of
this?
teeth.
An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
that original Sprite might be another candidate for your wall of
Yeah.
funny faces.
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Oh, I got a picture
Look,
of him
we'd like
with
to
his
ask
mouth
you a
open.
few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
I'm just saving him as mouth guy. I don't know. I missed his name. I don't pay attention to things.
He's General Graciendo.
I don't know how to spell that. Here. Okay. You won't be able to see it right now, but I've added his face to the wall. Look at all these things we can talk about. So tell me about this terrible
I
accident.
hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
He sounds like an American.
Is it true there's a restriction?
Actually,
on
that's
music
like
in
strangely
Quaramonte?
relevant right now,
Yes,
1%, right?
Yeah.
An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots, and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace
Get outta
a
here,
musical heritage
colonizer.
hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Yeah, that's a can of worms. How about we don't try to culturally erase people's heritage?
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Quaramonte has everything.
Does
I have
it
a friend
have
who
everything?
wants to visit
Baskin
an
Robbins?
historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too
Which is the ice
pleased
cream
to
shop.
conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier, a visitor, senor, like yourselves.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, senor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
Ubier.
What's Ubier doing in Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
No, I never heard of him.
Also, I like this computer screen. It's like playing some video games in the background. Like Space Invaders is going there, and then it's like, that looks like what's the one where the missiles are coming down? I guess just Missile Command.
Yeah,
This
Missile
is
Command.
the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am
You know how the bad
man
guy is
of
called
many
Karzak?
parts.
It
Yeah.
always makes me think of
That,
Prozac.
General.
You never hear it.
It's like the Konzak. It's the opposite. It does the. You want some
That's why he's
panties?
grumpy all the time.
Yeah.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso.
They're
Does
yours
this
if
flow
you'll
to your
tell me all
bones?
you know about Karzak.
I told you. I never heard of the guy. Do I get the panties now?
Oh my
I
god.
told you all I know.
You told me nothing. I'll be back.
And like he's watching some 80s hair metal over here.
I think that's the actress
Oh,
we've been
maybe.
talking about.
Oh, yeah, I can look at the TV.
I decided to leave the television switched on. The
Notice-
television was showing what appeared to be a low-budget soap. A tall man with long blonde
Oh,
hair
that's a
was
man.
shouting at a woman who was naked apart from a towel.
All I'm seeing is a dude in a suit and then a blonde person shouting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta
See, I swear
was
the
tucked
sprite
under
they've
the
used is the
desk.
same one as Ubier's wife, but I might be
Oh.
wrong.
A couple
Got
of
a safe down
special
there as
offer
well.
letters were strewn across the desk.
Special offer letters.
I had no need for junk mail.
Yeah.
Time to use the
It was a
computer.
computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it. I didn't have
Oh, he's
time
like
to get
sassing the
sidetracked by playing
like old
computer
arcade games. It's like it's the 90s. We only play adventure games now.
Yeah. Or, you know, like in Day of the Tentacle when you can go play Maniac Mansion on the computer there.
The filing cabinet was probably locked. A filing cabinet stood in the corner.
Hello, dude. What's up?
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
Hello.
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
Do you recognize
Stare
this
at the
statue?
face of death.
Scatlipoca. The night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
So long.
I mean, I guess I could have talked to him about the eclipse. I keep forgetting that we have this newspaper about the eclipse.
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the General catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
That's a bit rough.
You know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
So long.
Also, your desk is just like a shipping crate.
I
like
wasn't
a
going to
wooden
try investigating the passage while the general...
Okay, we don't trust this general. And we want to go see the ruins, but we can't because he's an asshole.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
Put a paper
Have you
on
ever
there.
seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
He doesn't look happy about that. How about some dog snacks?
Would
for
you like
those
a biscuit?
teeth?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobart.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
George's strategy
You
of
are
just ask him a few
mistaken.
times,
The musicians
and
out in the
eventually he'll
square
crack.
say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Condor is run
What
by
was that
Karzak,
part
isn't
in
it?
the last
Wrong
Broken
again,
Sword where
senor.
George was just really
Karzak
mean
has
for no
nothing
reason?
to do with anything called Condor.
Like to
Whoever
to
he is.
everybody?
Yeah, there was this one
registered
specific
in
one where
Quaramonte.
you had to keep asking the same
course,
question and it just got meaner and meaner.
Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
I'll be back.
Okay, well, now there's a paper there, but,
A couple of special offer.
well, I don't know if that changed the state of the desk, but we'll be back once we figure out what we even need here. I know there's somebody in jail, we need to get him out, or maybe we go to jail, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we have to talk to Dwayne. He's like around the other side of the prison.
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
You want this oven cap thing?
Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be.
Just carrying it
How
around.
did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
He looks very happy right here.
You came on a little strong with the general.
I was merely flattering his ego, Georges. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot. Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something? That man we saw talking to the general was Oubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oubier, but he sounded
Rabbit change of topic
the
there.
police agent. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte.
So about this
Take a look
eclipse?
at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Oubier's house.
Apparently.
Did you guys get
it's
a
only
good
visible from
view of the
Central
eclipse
America.
like, was it like 2 years ago? What was that? Was it 2017 when we had the eclipse?
I can't remember. I mean, I know there was one like 20 years ago.
Oh, no, not that. I was like sitting on school campus and it like didn't completely obscure the sun. Maybe it was nighttime for you guys or something, but it got like pretty dark, but the sun was still like a little bit showing.
In Quaramonte, defacing
Yeah, I
a
kind of
poster
faintly
was
remember that.
probably a capital offense.
Goat. George don't know.
I don't know.
We can go up here. Let's just check it out.
Hey, Nico!
Come on! Don't do your own investigation.
Oh, with this being the director's cut, no doubt it'll probably cut away and Nico will have to do the...
Do some sliding puzzles.
Yeah. Like if that's the case, I know literally nothing about Nico's part of the story.
I'm just waiting for...
Hola, señora.
Hi. We were wondering...
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
Hi, my name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia. How can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions. he'd
Neither
like
of
to
you are
ask
just very businessy.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine closed down for good.
Do you have any evidence that the mine was sabotaged?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now the entire operation has been closed down.
Where's the site of the mine?
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
What did
Can
this
you tell me
curse it?
anything about this statue?
It is Tezcatlipoca, the god of death and pestilence. That fetish
Is
was
it me, or
used to
does
many
every
people very
person
old.
have a different interpretation?
Yeah, he's like the Night Wind, the god of death and pestilence, the Dark Lord, or whatever.
Does this stone mean anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of their many gods it represents.
We're not doing panties. We're just
Have you heard of a man named Karzak?
No? Who is he?
He's the reason we came to Quaramonte. We think he's running a drug ring.
Well, I hope you find him, but I've never heard the name before.
Do you know Professor Oubier?
Yes. I understand he is about to embark on an archaeological expedition. He hired some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the general be interested in an archaeologist?
I don't know, but...
Dog biscuits.
Have you heard about the forthcoming eclipse?
I don't take much interest in things like that. One of the boys might know about it.
Man, when we had the eclipse, everybody was talking about it.
Do you recognize the icon on this
I didn't
label?
ever hear anyone
Condor
be like, I don't care about
Did the
eclipses.
company operate here in Quaramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
Do you know who owned...
I've no idea.
Dog biscuits.
Ooh, but
Would you like
some
a
music
dog
played.
biscuit?
You like a smack in the mouth, Chico?
Bye. Secretary. Hello. This gives me the side eye.
He's just waiting for his moment.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Quaramonte City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining
like an answering machine.
Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of
Press
our deepest
one.
mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
A
Which
tour of a mine.
languages?
Well, this is a mining company. What else
My guess
did you
is
expect?
English, Spanish, and Quaramonte.
Do you know
maybe.
anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
That's a stunned face.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
Well, in the picture he looks constipated, so...
Oh, these are all secretaries? Wow, that's a lot of secretaries. I thought these were like the programmers behind the
Are
scenes.
you looking forward to the eclipse of the sun?
Not especially. Are you?
I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Unlike our president.
Go away and let me get on with my work.
Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
They're admin.
I'm just gonna bother everybody.
They've got to do the TPS reports.
Ever hear of a guy called
Yeah.
Karzak?
No, sir.
It's like, who the hell are you?
Did you know there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
These are probably like the most realistically written people in this entire thing.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I heard it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
9 days.
Thanks. Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
No.
Okay. Well, I think that's all I can do here. Well, we got a cupboard. I'm just gonna open this. Excuse me.
Keep out of there.
It's like, security.
That's
There's
where
like
the
some
explosives are
strangers.
stored.
It was a store cupboard.
Okay, maybe we'll need some explosive later. I don't know.
I don't think it was a good idea for her to tell
Yeah,
George that explosives were in there.
that's where we store the dangerous shit.
Ooh, did you see the like fans there? The ceiling fans?
Yeah.
They look like, you know, there's not much animation in these games except for the people. Just kind of weird seeing that.
Yeah, like something in the background actually animating.
Hmm.
Let's see if we can buy some plantains, maybe?
Those things are gourds, aren't they?
Oh, gourds.
See.
Hey! Mind the footwear, lady.
Shut up, colonizer. There's a hut here. And a guard, and a man.
You know what you got to do at a hut? You've got to make the stove overheat and make the
Inside
dog fall in
hut
the
is a
jetty.
chair
so-
and a small table.
Guard hut. Gotta find
Welcome
Dwayne.
to Quaramonte.
I think Dwayne's behind the police station.
When's the next
Okay.
ship out of here?
But senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little piece of paradise right here on Earth.
Then why you wanna leave?
I'm just plain homesick. Like it says in the song.
A word of warning, senor. If you feel like bursting into song, bite your tongue.
Huh?
There are official restrictions on music in Quaramonte.
How come music is restricted in Quaramonte?
It is part of the great cultural enrichment campaign. Traditional Quaramonte music is considered unsuitable for these fast-moving times. Nuestra Señora has decreed that only one category of music is suitable.
What's that?
Easy listening.
That would have been funny if we hadn't already heard it.
Okay. You show me your brown card?
Huh? What brown card is that?
I don't think you have one, George. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can find Mr. Dwayne. Look at this guy.
Now, I like most animals, but experience had made me wary of goats, and cats, and dogs.
Oh, I can also... Is this the dude? No, it's OBA. Oh, there's Dwayne.
There's Dwayne.
We're
There was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player. Hey, Miguel! He didn't hear me.
Need a chain, hook it up there, Good to go. Break him out.
Professor Ubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
I thought that face was familiar. Remember me, George? Dwayne Henderson.
Hi, Dwayne. Just a moment. I have a few questions to ask the professor here.
Just a few. Alright, about your dead wife.
Tell me about your wife.
That's an interesting one to lead with.
I don't want to talk about her.
In like this time of emojis, that just looking bad.
You shot her, didn't you?
Oh my god.
I loved Carol. She meant the world to me.
Okay,
On a light
well,
note,
we
have a
burned
dog
those.
biscuit.
Can't give him the panties.
Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh, yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There. You see the mirror shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men.
Ah,
He was the
Tezcatlipoca.
wind which
This
came
apparition of
howling
my
the
car
night
not
in
starting
search
in the
of
morning.
victims, and victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see.
A lot of deities are supposed to return one day.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
This is the stone my girlfriend called you about. The stone that nearly cost Nico her life.
I assure you, I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you know about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
What are you doing in Quaramonte, Professor?
I left
Seeking
my
my
house in
artifacts.
charge of my butler,
Central American history has been my life's work.
who happens to be from Quaramonte.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Kazakh, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Just leaving your house empty.
Do you see this label?
Yes, it refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
How, fortunate.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
Do
I
you,
used them as
George?
shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Do you know anything
No.
about this eclipse, Professor?
Of course. It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
I'm calling it now. is this going to be like a Broken Sword 1 situation where a bunch of people in cloaks are going to wait and they're going to do something when the eclipse happens?
Yeah, on the pyramid or something.
Yeah.
What's your interest in the eclipse, Professor?
We're going to have the
it's
smoke and
purely a
mirror in a
layman's
certain
curiosity.
position.
History's
I
my
actually haven't seen
subject,
the
not
end of this
astronomy,
game, so
but I've been
that is no
fascinated
spoiler.
by the movements of the heavenly bodies.
You know, at the
since I was a
beginning it
child.
showed like a
I wouldn't
cutscene
miss
with
a
the
total
pyramid.
eclipse for the world.
Pretty sure I remember a pyramid happening.
Does the eclipse
Yeah,
have
it was like
some
interspliced,
special
wasn't it, with
significance for you?
From me,
Nico getting
No.
kidnapped.
Yeah.
for the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is the
That's the reason
final
why we're all
age,
still alive here
ending
today,
in the
because
total
George
destruction
Stobart
of the
clearly
earth.
stopped whatever
Yeah.
thing.
And it was supposed to happen in 2012, and then he stopped it again, and then now it's happening. He didn't stop it this time.
Take a look at this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that.
Stole it.
How do you explain these withdrawals?
I left
George
my
doesn't
financial
steal,
affairs in the
he
hands of my
merely
secretary.
Including the
obtains.
withdrawal
Procures.
funds in cash
Procures.
from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
How about some dog biscuits?
Would you like a
It's
biscuit?
like we're
No,
in the
thank
plot
you.
of a video
You
game.
should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
Oh my god. Hey Dwayne, we got lots of talk for you.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Quaramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
Get out of here,
No,
colonizer.
really. The leader of the band in the square has been imprisoned just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
What's the real reason the musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel.
trying to
when he got back into
unionize.
town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
Inciting. I
Are
like
you still
the
working for...
apostrophe on inciting
Do you
there.
know who?
Who's that, George? You know I'm retired.
Oh, nothing. Forget it. I confused you with somebody else.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
So the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Just a moment. I accidentally, nudged the computer and my monitor just cut out again. I can't
Okay.
see anything. Try to plug it in and... Is it, loose on the power? Oh my gosh. This might have to be the end of the episode. I just have to edit it down once I figure out how to...
That's
how
cool.
to get my monitor showing again. What's going on?
You're playing Broken Sword in blind mode.
Yeah. It's like, is there a screen reader? Because I can't do this right now. Okay, let me see. Which is the power cable? This is terrible. Why is it doing this?
If it makes you feel any better, a microphone fell on my head today, so...
How did you get a microphone falling on your head?
So I'm trying to rearrange my recording setup so that the microphone is out of shot.
Oh yeah.
And I was just trying to loosen it, and the thing just went boop, right on my temple.
Okay, the power cable was loose, so I plugged it back in. We're good now. We can
Cool.
finish this conversation at least.
Okay.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, If we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George.
I want a
but I
naive
underestimated
boy.
you, son.
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
What's in the truck, Dwayne?
Oh, just camping equipment. Sleeping bags and tents. Me and Pearl always hankered after a taste of the great outdoors.
Aren't you worried about camping out in a tropical jungle?
We had a trial run in West Virginia. This'll be a breeze in comparison.
Do you know anything about a shipping company called Condor
Sparkly
Transglobal?
sound.
I never heard of it, son.
Mysterious.
Would you like a biscuit, Dwayne?
Oh no, those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl bought a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog too, she just laughed.
I don't understand these people.
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No, a guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then.
George's
What?
face.
Why are you looking at me like that, George?
Forget it.
This is the 90s. Things are more conservative. Oh, I can also look at the card. Just a moment. Well, we'll wrap things up here
It was
in just a
Dwayne's
minute.
truck. I couldn't believe the Hendersons needed a truck that big to carry camping equipment. Stealing trucks
Something
wasn't
seems
my
suspicious.
style.
Yeah, I mean, are they working with UBA? Like, what's going on here?
They always, in Broken Sword, they always allude to Dwayne being like involved in like a bigger thing, but you never really show whether he's just crazy or
Just
or whether
gets
he actually is involved.
in with bad things.
Have you met the guy
Yeah.
who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen.
I didn't know you were supposed to wear them on a certain side, but okay.
I hear you drove all the way to Quaramonte.
This was common knowledge in
in
the
a
90s.
truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. Makes
you
me
drive
downright
through
sad
Missouri?
to
Because
think
I
there's
can
still
believe
some
the
places
state.
You can't reach in an automobile. In this day and age, you'd think there'd be decent highways just about anywhere folk choose to go.
Not in Missouri.
What do you make of this stone, Pearl?
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me. where
That's
she
the
could find
old
one.
trying to sell it to Pearl so she can get some money.
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
You'll have to read it to me, George. I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun, which is due
Okay.
to occur in a few weeks' time.
Good for you.
The government would warn us about these kind of things.
It's not dangerous or anything. Apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramonte.
Oh, my.
She didn't appear to be the slightest bit interested.
Want a
What does
authentic
this
dart?
mean to you, Pearl?
What cute little feathers. Why, if you had two of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
I
This
should make
isn't
poison
intended
dart
for frivolous
earrings.
personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dart, tipped with a fast-acting.
Oh, that'd be
muscle-numbing
great
poison.
spy utility.
Me, I stand corrected, honey.
Just
Just
like,
like
yeah.
Sometimes I got the feeling that communication
you like
with
cornered.
Pearl was like
You
sending
like take your
signals out
earring
into
out
space.
and like
Maybe
throw it
if
at
you
somebody.
waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent
yeah, and you
answer
get
back.
two as well.
Well, it
Yeah.
was a long shot. Look at this, Pearl.
That's why
A
they should
tequila
make
worm.
a
Don't
female
you bring
James
that thing
Bond
anywhere
movie.
near me, honey. I swear
You
I'll
could
treat
hide so
like a
much shit
hog
in
on a
jewelry,
hot
man.
plate.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Alright, well, I think we're gonna talk to the general some other time, like maybe next week, and try to figure this stuff out, but it's been about an hour. We had a daring escape, and we wandered around a village.
made it to Quaramonte, so
Yeah, so let's see how far we are in now. We're at... Can't see. No, I can't see. 40%. We made 8% progress. So...
like that feels like we made. This must be a short game.
Yeah, it seems so, because considering last time, like, we were at 32%, and that was just that was 1 hour in. Like, so, I mean, I guess it gets harder. We made another hour in, and we only made it 8% instead of 32. It's decreasing. It's the inverse of exponential.
Do you think this is like a really old tactic to make people feel like they're making progress quicker in the game, so they stick at it?
Yeah. And you're like, no, I'm 99%, and then you have like 5 more hours to go. It's like Windows estimating time on doing an operation.
Yeah, it's like 0, 50, 50, 50, hour later, 99.
That's also like YouTube's uploading. It's always stuck at like 95% processed for like the last 20 minutes. But, alright, well...
it's the 80-20 rule, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go... Can I go... No, I can't go back to the main menu? I don't see it. There's a comic. There's some comics. Well, if you want to read the comics, you're gonna play the game yourself. Well, thank you for joining me again, Mike. And
no problem. It was a pleasure.
I hope you have a wonderful week. For anyone watching this, since we're just recording this on the 3rd, and this will go up in like 2 days. For anyone celebrating Ramadan Kareem. And then otherwise, stay indoors, even though Kansas and Missouri sucks, and we're getting rid of our stay-at-home orders today.
Hopefully, by the time this goes out, coronavirus will be completely gone, and we'll be able to go outside.
Now,
yeah, that's gonna happen.
People are already going outside here. Like, they don't care, and everyone's gonna die. It'll be great.
Yeah, we're gonna be inside for quite a while, I reckon. Here, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So play lots of video games because video game worlds are better than the real world.
Right now, definitely.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Mike.
See you later.
Bye.